Hi everyone, this is Christina Serpa for Health Promotion. Today we're going to be making protein powder mini, and I do mean mini chocolate souffle muffins. So there's going to be less sugar because we're replacing the sugar by stevia. There's still going to be some sugar because we're going to use semi-sweetened chocolate chips. And instead of any kind of flour whatsoever, we're using protein powder, chocolate protein powder. It can be whey, vegetarian. You're going to have to experiment to see what kind you really like. So, step one, we're going to have the protein powder in one bowl and the wet ingredients, which is 6 eggs for about 8 scoops of protein powder to make your chocolate chip souffle muffins. You're going to mix the eggs, so all you really need is a fork. So that's what I'm doing right now. It won't take long. Once they've mixed together like you're making an omelet, you're going to add the milk to it slowly, about half of it. So it really doesn't take very much time. So here we go. So that's done. So I've already broken up the eggs. They can be organic eggs, they can be omega-3. It's really going to depend on what you have access to. We're trying to make this inexpensively so that it can replace your protein bars that you purchase as a student, which cost way too much. The average cost of one of my mini souffle muffins is about $1. So you can pop in about 4 and it'll satisfy your craving. So these are high in protein, low in processed sugar, and pretty low in fat. The only fat comes from the egg yellows and the coconut. So we're going to put, there's about 1 cup of milk for this serving. I'm going to mix it up into the eggs. And that's it. Now, I'm going to finish off putting the rest of the protein powder. I just need 1 more scoop. There we go. So we got about 8 scoops of protein powder. We need some generic baking powder. We need about 2 tablespoons. So here I got a tablespoon. I got 1. I got 2. That is mixed. I'm going to get another fork to mix it up, to mix up the dry ingredients. Here we go. And I'm going to be putting about, this is stevia, about 9 tablespoons, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 into my mix, and mix this up. Of course, the bigger the bowl it is, the messier you can get because you can mix it up even faster. So I'm trying to be careful. There we go. And then go. So I'm going to leave that. So the stevia baking powder to make it rise and the protein powder are in here. The eggs are here. Now, this is coconut oil. This is room temperature. My house is warm, so that's why it looks like that. But usually it's solid and you may have to heat it up in order to mix it in well. So I'm putting 1, 2, and 3. So this is the only fat that I'm adding. I'm not adding butter. I'm not adding anything else to my mix. And of course, there's the egg yellows. So that's mixed in. Wash. I'm mixing it up very slowly. So we're going to take a small brick and I'm going to mix up both the egg yellows and the dry powder. Okay, take a small break, put that in. So I just mixed up the eggs with the protein powder, and I'm going to have to mix up the rest of the milk. So now I got 2 forks, and I'm mixing it up. So the mixing up takes a little bit of time because you're doing it by hand. Can you do it with a mixed blender? Yeah, you could. Go. So as you can see, this really doesn't take much time. There's really no excuse not to do it, other than not wanting to make a mess. Okay, so I've mixed up everything. Give you a small visual. It really wasn't complicated. It was done with a regular fork. And now I have my mini muffins. So I'm using the palm coconut oil to make sure that I don't have that much fat per spray. So that will make sure that my mixture doesn't stick and it'll come out easily. So after which, people are like, chocolate chips. When am I going to add the chocolate chips? Well, the chocolate chips, because this batter is so light and there's no flour, the chocolate chips sink all the way down. So in order to make sure that I have an equal amount of sugar and calories, what I do is I take a regular tablespoon and I start adding my mixture. So it's only 1 tablespoon per mini muffin that it takes. And you're going to see that when I take it out of the oven, it rises greatly because of the simple fact that it doesn't have flour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1 tablespoon to each one. We're going to take a break again, because while I'm doing that, it takes about 3 to 4 minutes and I don't want to waste any time. I'm going to put it in the oven. My oven is preheated to 350 degrees. That's it, no more. And it only takes 8 minutes to cook. But I have to put my mini muffins in the oven for about 2 to 3 minutes. Then I have to take them out. I'm going to add the chocolate chips so they don't sink all the way to the bottom. And then I'm going to put them back in for about another 6 minutes. Okay? So, see you soon. Aha. So now I'm putting in the mini muffins. They have no chocolate chips in them yet. I'm putting them into the oven. The oven is set at 350. I've set it for 10 minutes, even though the cook time is about 8 minutes. I'm pressing start. When it hits the 2-minute interval, I'm taking them out and I'm going to put the chocolate chips in them. I got my mitts on. It's been about 2 minutes. Just enough time, as you can see, to thicken the mini muffins. So now they're thicker. I'm putting on a heat pad. So look, it's only been 2 minutes and already it's warmer. So here I go. I start dropping in about 3 to 4 of them so that I can control the amount of sugar that are in my mini muffins. As you can see, they'll go all the way down, but had I put it in the beginning, they would have been only at the bottom. It would be only like a mini lava cake. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to put it back in for 6 minutes at 350, and then they'll be completely cooked and risen. So I put the chocolate chip in. They're going back in. But remember, they're only going back in for 6 minutes. That's all they need. That's it. So 6 minutes in, I'm going to grab it 30 seconds, 24 seconds before. They have fully risen. They are fully baked. And now all we have to wait is for them to cool off and you can eat them. So, chocolate chip, mini souffle protein muffins. They taste great. And if you want to add a little bit of sugar, what you can do, you can add organic or regular Nutella as an icing on top to get an extra chocolatey flavor. Let's say you're a college student in midterms. And that's it.